And this is how the spark plugs are looking. Real crappy. Especially this one. My gosh. Time to add the first dose of Marvel. Oh yeah. Drink up. Now cylinder 2. Here we go. Squirt that in. Okay. Time for number 3. And cylinder 4. Hot Pursuit CBR1000 first startup. We've had the Marvel Mystery in for about a week, and we're gonna obviously have to blow that right out of the motor. But before we do, I wanna go ahead and cut this rusty chain off this CBR, because man, I can barely even move the bike. That's how rusted this chain is.
Woo! Finally.
Should pull right on through. All right. Next thing that we need to do is when the bike was wrecked in the Hot Pursuit, as obviously the original owner, he ran away from the police on this bike and he wrecked. The battery ripped right out. So we need to unhook all this.
That is crazy.
And we need to replace the starter solenoid, which I have right here. Oh, there we go.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Dang, they completely snapped.
Oh my god.
That sucks. So now, it's okay. The good news is, hold on, let me get this off. The good news is that it can be simply replaced.
Perfect.
So we can order a new one,
yeah.
You know, but man, I'm gonna have to get a little innovative for today's video.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it. All right, well, I want you guys to see the damage to the starter solenoid. It's completely busted.
Yeah.
Like when I say busted, I mean,
wow.
Yeah, done for. So we have a brand new one.
Yes, sir.
Courtesy of eBay. It's all good. At least we got it off.
Yeah.
And at this point, like I said, now we'll just focus on replacing that. And that's what I love about these bikes. They make, they make it to where so many parts of the harness are replaceable.
Yeah.
If there's some type of damage. And they already know that, because people leave these motorcycles outside, all this is going to get corroded. And that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
And so they know that eventually people's bikes are going to stop running, or they're going to start having a lot of electrical problems, and it's going to be because of how much corrosion is setting in on basically the harness itself, the entire harness. That's why I'm just I'm a true believer in keeping your motorcycles inside the house.
Yes.
Okay, no corrosion, and they're safe.
Right.
The bikes are safe. So.
They can't be stolen.
All right. So now that that's done, we can focus on replacing the starter solenoid. Then I really hope that that she gives us a little life. You know?
Oh, me too. I've been praying on it.
Thanks, babe. I see that it has oil. The bike still has oil in it, so.
Okay, that's good.
And everything's rusted. All right, so we'll start with this one. I always start one by one.
Very smart.
Instead of just taking both off right now and then getting confused. Okay, just in case I need any of that stuff, we'll set it there. But for right now, you see?
Yeah.
You can literally just use this for reference and then boom. There we go. Go ahead and break the other one loose. So set her like this. Can't mess it up. Okie dokie. Let's pull that out. Gotta make sure we hold on to that.
Yeah.
And we got a little table. Set that on our table. Now we'll take this, move that, and boom.
There you go.
Okay, perfect. And then we'll drop that down. Get it into place. Grab the tool real quick. Drop it in, and boom. Get that tight. Now we'll hurry up, get this other one off. Yeah. Literally. To break these things loose, man, everything is corroded.
Yeah.
Everything is, it's all bad. That's why it's going to shock me if this bike starts up. Oh my gosh. It is going to surprise me for sure. All right. Now that we broke that loose, spin her. Grab that. Drop this into place. And get that screwed in. And there we go. Now we'll just hurry up, tighten those two things down. Boom. Boom. Plug this in, and we are basically good to go.
Oh, this is exciting.
Wild. I agree, babe. I agree. Plug that in, and that's it.
Wow.
So now we have a functioning red. Well,
yes.
Somewhat functioning. I think I can make that work, though. Because at least we have a little bit of that half moon circle.
A little lift
Yeah.
to it.
Okay, well, let's take all this out of the battery box. Because now we're at the point, guys, where we are ready to hook up the battery and crank the bike over to shoot all that marvel right out of the spark plug holes.
Yes.
So this is the first time this bike has had a good battery hooked up to it. And I'd say, dude, this thing looks like it's been sitting for close to 5+ years.
Had to be. Had to be.
And then, but this one looks like it was outside. You know what I'm saying? Like for a little while before it was up in that shop.
Yeah, I do agree.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Let's
man.
see if we have anything electrical happening. We even got the busted cluster up
Right.
So we'll see. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, the cluster.
Nuh-uh.
The cluster just lit up. The cluster just lit up. We got some lights.
Oh.
It's crazy. I wonder if it'll turn over, though. That's the question.
Oh, man.
All right. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
She spun over. That's
She
good.
spun over, babe.
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
It looks like it only shot out just a little bit. Yeah, right now I'm actually just tightening up all the spark plugs. Went ahead and dropped them back in the motor. So just tightening them all down. Got the gas tank here. I'm gonna tell you, if this bike starts up,
Babe, I know, right?
speechless. Speechless.
Oh, man. Shoot, I was speechless when it just turned over. I didn't know how to act.
Man, this bike's been through the trenches. Literally.
Yes, sir.
No, that's great news, though, to see that, to see the cluster power on.
Yeah.
That's really good news.
Yeah, that was shocking, too.
And obviously the best news was to hear the motor turning over.
Yes.
That's crazy. Hey, I just like that the battery is doing her thing right now.
Right, babe.
All right, all I gotta do is tighten these suckers down, pop the coils in, and then slap the airbox on. This bike actually does need the airbox for her upper injectors. My wife, I'm just gonna throw the old plugs back in the bike just to hear it run.
Yeah, just as testing purposes.
Really no reason to drop the new plugs in this bike if she's not gonna start up or if the motor's knocking. I'll put it that way.
Exactly.
All right. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead, pop these into place. I do need to get some caps for this here.
Okay.
For these, for the smog, I need to at least cap those off.
Yes, sir.
As you guys can see, I numbered every single one of these, so that way, you know, you can't mix them up. Some bikes, the coils are specific. The orientation has to be a certain way.
Yeah.
So you can't mix them up. Now we can go ahead and put these vacuum caps over the smog. And I actually have rail block-off plates, but again, I want to hear the bike run first before I take my time to install them.
Exactly. It's only smart.
Oh, come on. Really? Okay, let me just pull out the ones I need. Close this sucker. Now I can really get focused. This should pop right on with a little jiggling. There we go. As you can tell, I've used these vacuum caps a lot.
Yeah.
It's gotta be like, you gotta like you gotta jiggle it just right.
Yeah.
To get this on. Oh, come on, you're gonna do it.
There we go. Come on.
All right, perfect. All right, and to be super safe, we're gonna slap some zip ties around those suckers.
Oh, so smart.
Go ahead and get it going first, because you're not gonna be able to do that down there. And then loop it. And boom. Here we go. No vacuum leak. So she's gonna run smooth if she starts up.
Right.
All right, we're good. So now we need to focus on getting the airbox put back on.
Yes, sir.
Pop the lid. Set her down. This is what I meant by you have to install the airbox, you know, for the bike to actually run.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Right.
You know, like we're just starting it up. So just make sure it's fairly tight. Okay, and that is good. I don't think anything plugs up to this bottom part. Nope. So then we grab the top. Set her down. Wow, how smart am I? Because I was totally in the house looking for these screws.
Wow.
I actually have what I thought was the screws in my pocket, but these would have been too long. So that's why I encourage anyone who's working on, you know, motorcycles and cars, when you remove a part, put the bolts back where they were. So that way you're not having to look for it. You know?
Exactly. That's only smart.
All right, now we just put that back in, that fuel line there. Man, we are very close to starting this thing up.
So close.
And this just simply pops in, a little jiggle. Make sure she's lined up. There we go. And then obviously the screws will really screw that back into place.
Up in there.
And hopefully this doesn't leak. Because if it does, then I'm gonna have to go inside and grab my O-ring kit. We grab this part of the harness, plug all that in. Okay, we are fully wired up.
Oh, man.
Now it's all about just installing the gas tank.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see what happens. All right, here we go, guys. I got all the connections to the gas tank hooked up, fuel line hooked back up. We're about to attempt the Hot Pursuit CBR1000.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Hopefully we hear the fuel pump prime.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, babe.
Oh my goodness. Babe, if it starts up, just so you guys know, I relocated the tip sensor.
Yes.
I went ahead and zip tied it into that, like right there, so shouldn't have to worry about that.
Dear Lord, I just want to say thank you in advance for letting the CBR start up for us.
Oh, I love you. Here we go, babe.
Let's do it.
Let's see what happens.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Babe, you gotta come and show them how much rust just kicked out of the exhaust system.
Oh my gosh.
Look at how much rust. It just blew rust all over the place.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
If
baby.
you film from here, they may see some stuff kicking out the exhaust.
Do it, baby.
Let me prime the fuel one more time.
Ooh.
Here we go. Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh!
Yes!
Yes! Oh my gosh!
The Hot Pursuit CBR is running. He wrecked at over 100 miles an hour, and she's alive!
Oh my gosh, baby!
Yeah, things are burning off the header.
Okay. Oh, I see
It's
that.
running.
Babe, I
believe
can't
it's running
believe
right
it's running! Go ahead, Callie. Woo! She even sounds good still, babe.
Obviously, she's gonna smoke a little bit from all of the marble that we
Yeah.
had on top of the pistons.
But, oh my gosh.
Wow.
Babe.
I can't believe she's running.
She's running! Woo!
Gosh, the motor is not knocking.
Not
It's
knocking.
not sinking nothing.
Oh my goodness.
And babe, it's not leaking anything.
Thank you, Lord Jesus. Amen.
No leaks.
Oh!
I think it's safe to say that we're good to rock and roll, baby.
We're good to
When it
go,
comes to the
baby.
Hot Pursuit bike.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna need the old Italian tune-up for sure.
Oh, yes.
We can't let her run for too long because we don't really know what's going on with the coolant.
Yeah,
you know?
true. Oh my gosh. Baby. Ooh. Yeah, daddy. Oh my gosh, babe.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
The Hot Pursuit CBR1000 runs. And she's not leaking a thing.
No, sir.
Man, that's wild. I can't believe it.
That's
the only reason
crazy.
she's smoking so bad, man, is when this bike was wrecked, it wrecked upside down.
Yeah.
So a bunch of oil poured out along the side of the motor and the back side of the engine, and it got all over the exhaust system. So
It's all just burning off
yeah,
the exhaust.
it's gonna take a little bit to burn off, but I think it's safe to say that this project is good to move forward. I still can't believe she runs so smooth,
right?
so perfect.
And tell me again, babe. Remind them, how much did you buy it for?
$500. $500. And she came with a clean title. And the guy went and got the forklift, and he went and got it down from way up there, way above. I was
dude,
like, this project has to happen.
Yeah,
okay?
right?
Especially with the hot pursuit story that goes behind this bike. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. Man,
Dude.
I'm just mind blown that, I mean, she's not leaking
Nothing, babe. Nothing.
That's crazy.
The fuel pump primed and everything.
Just so you guys know, this bike is, it still has a good amount of oil in it. I made sure and I checked, and it's about the halfway mark right now. Okay. And so I always do that before I start up a bike. You always want to make sure that it has oil in it and coolant. Me and my wife, we checked the coolant as well. And the coolant still looked pretty good, but when we popped the cap, there wasn't too, like, you really can't see anything in there at all. It wasn't until we popped a radiator hose off that a bunch of green coolant started coming out. I was like, good to go. Just to do it, I'm going to try and start her up.
Do it, baby.
One more time.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
Even looking like she's starting to smoke less.
Yeah, I've noticed.
That's crazy. Wow, yeah. So she needs an oil change ASAP, coolant flush, the whole 9 yards. So the 2 Wheel family, we love you all. Peace.
Peace.